Okay, so this is a video tutorial on how to make like an underwater scene using volume fog in Arnold. All right, so as you can see here, I have a simple scene. Just we have the camera facing towards the like an underwater interior window. Okay, so press the F4 to see the wireframe. It looks a bit low poly here. I'm going to hit G to turn off the grid. Right, so to make it smoother, so we're going to select the terrain, and then we're going to apply Turbo Smooth. Okay, so I'm going to increase the iteration to 2, that will do. Now it looks smoother here. Right, next part is I'm going to create a simple roof or ceiling. Just copy this. Right. Okay, so what's important is what is captured interior. All right, like from the inside, and let's give it a render first. So yep, it's just like that. So to create an underwater scene, we want to make the background to be of like a dark blue color, so like a deep sea color. So you go to rendering, environment, click on the black background here, and I'm going to choose dark blue color, maybe a lighter color a little bit. Okay, something like that, and let's give it a render. Okay, so everything is a bit blue here. All right, then we need a light to light up the environment. So we're gonna use the Arnold light. First is the exterior. We're going to select, and we're going to change to a distant light. So let's say this is where the sun is basically above the water, somewhere around here. So let's give that a render. Okay, things look a bit, of course, bright. The shadow here is a bit too sharp, so we're going to, on the angle, we're going to raise it up to maybe 3. So now we have a softer shadow a little bit. Let's raise that up higher. Okay, more softer. Things looks weird here, right? Because we need to tint like a bluish color of this light. So we go down here, we're going to select this color, and then we're going to use the color picker and pick this blue on the screen or here. Okay, maybe we want to go a little bit brighter. All right. Okay, I think this will do. If you want, you can adjust the intensity a bit more, like 10. Of course, it will be too bright. So for now, 1 will be maybe 1.5, slightly brighter. All right. Now the next part is the interior looks a bit too dark, so you need to light up the interior. So for this one, I'm going to use, going to look on the top with the wireframe. Just going to apply like a point light, 2 point light here, back to perspective. I'm going to, of course, put it above on the ceiling, and I'm going to change the property of this light to be a point light. Sorry, this one changed to point light. Let's give this a render and see the default. Okay, so something like that, but you can play around and just face it somewhere like so, and okay. So there's light in the interior. Now the outside doesn't look convincing, like there's no water density that is basically showing. It's quite clear, you know, it's not like there's no the distance doesn't fade. So we have to apply the fog effects. So way to get that is we need to go to the render setup, and go to the Arnold renderer, and all the way down here you see under the environment, background and atmosphere tab, open that. So go all the way to the lowest here, which is atmosphere. So you're going to plug in a material for it, for the scene atmosphere. So click that. A panel will pop up, but inside under the Arnold material, you want to open the atmosphere tab, and we're going to add a fog. So I'm going to double click on this. It goes here. Yeah, let's see what we got so far. Let's render the default. All right, but things looks a bit, it's more like a smoke, hazy, like on the mountain kind of fog. So that's not what we want. So let's adjust the property. To adjust the property, this is a material, right? So when I click this, it just asks you to add another component, but I don't want. To modify this, to see the properties, you have to put this into the material editor. So press M on your keyboard to bring out the material editor. I'm using the standard, the old one, which is not the slate. I'm using the old version, compact material, so a bit more easy to see here. So what I do is I just drag, left click, drag and drop on any of this material slot. All right, material slot. So click and drag, and I'm going to put it maybe somewhere here. I'm going to release that. Make sure you choose instant, don't choose copy, because if you choose copy, it will create a standalone material that doesn't connect with this. So you want to choose instant, so it has a connection between the fog material here and this one here in the slot. Click OK. All right, so when we click here, we will see yeah, like just these things that we can basic level, can adjust the color, distance and height. Okay, so for example, color just now was white, so I'm gonna color pick this color again, and this time I'm going to make it way more darker. Hit OK. Now let's render that and see the effects. All right, start to see like that. Okay, I'm going to stop. Distance, okay, if I put like 1, and let's render that. So it's like too close, the fog is too close to the camera, so I need to throw it away further a little bit. So 0.5. So okay, so we're gonna put it 0.1. All right, and let's add a 0.06. Oh wait, to stop the rendering, and then we can click the 0.086. Let's play that. Okay, so now you start to see like there is a fog there. So if you want, you can further push it. Let's render this. Now you can just see, you can see a bit more clear here. Maybe 0.03. Okay, let's give that a try. All right. So you start to see something underwater here. Okay. Right. Yeah, the material for this one maybe not supposed to be glossy. Let's scale this glossiness, specular, and let's render that. Yeah, like that. So now to adjust, you can also adjust the height of the fog. Okay, so for example, it now is 5. If I put 1, it will be something like that. But it creates this really ugly line, right? So the lower you put it, yeah, so you have to control it. So this one I'm going to put like 3, yeah, and maybe with 10. So just try. Yeah, that's nice. So it's higher, the fog level is higher, so maybe just put 7, see how it goes. Yeah, 7 is a bit more blend. That's nice, because you want it to be a bit more gradient than flat color. So the top should be a bit more brighter than the depth here. So I'm going to just try 6. Okay, 6 might be a bit too, make the water look a bit too shallow. So I'm gonna just go with an 8. Yeah, that would be a bit more nicer. How about play around with this one? 0.01. Doesn't look nice. 0.02. Not bad, looks better. This higher. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so now I have an exterior on the view of this interior structure underneath the ocean, right? I mean in the ocean, and it's looking out on the vast ocean, and we have this kind of underwater fog look, right? So basically that's how you do it. So all the best with getting your effects. Okay, bye bye.